All right. Welcome back. It's getting pretty late, but I am in the drawing mode, and I don't want to finish it, but I want to keep working on it. So I won't talk too much in this episode. I'm kind of tired, but I truly enjoy this right now because it's looking good. I want to improve a few things. For example, here I've seen that this is like too thin. Here I'll have to add something, and this here is too thick. Like this part here is way smaller than in the original, so those two I'll have to work on, and then I'll add here more dark, yeah, more gray, and then I'll make a few thoughts about. I won't test it on here, I'll test it on a different page, but how this looks in combination with like normal pencil, adding and whites, because like the eye I already like pretty well. You also see it in the video, like where I've added the white, it's already different and lighter than the normal white from the page. Like here you can see it really reflect, and I truly like this. Like I can buy another one of those, so I have infinite source of white, and yeah, I'll record what I do, so no pause and play. 3 episodes are online. A few of you already watched it. Went pretty well, and yeah, I'll keep going now. So first of all, I wanted to fix this. Like now, as you can see, these marks that I've added in the beginning, like for example the X is completely gone, so now I can't orientate anymore on this, but now I can also look. Actually, I can take this one over here and take the original now. Oops, where is it? Because now I'm in detail mode. For this I need like the original and not the other version with the lines on it. So this goes more like this. Yeah, this is much better. Here it's not that. This is actually more light, but I can leave this. As I've already said, I'll add more. Like the original had like here a few parts where only a few pencil lines are, but I want to put everywhere at least one layer of color, so I'll make it richer. It is skilled to do it this way, but I want like more layers everywhere. Yeah, it depends on what you prefer. Like do it the way you like, and if you are happy with it in the end, then it's good. And this here needs to be much thinner. Like this. Actually, I need to sharpen this. This feels pretty bad to sharpen this one, because you literally take material off, like, cause there's no wood around. It's completely made out of graphite, I guess. Oh yeah, now it's very nice. Ooh, huge difference, very nice. Yeah, no, needs to be this thin. Then around here like this. Yeah, that's better. Alright, this can go away as well. Nice. Good, and then I assume more layering, adding no dark colors. The question is if this part here is okay. If this is round until here, and then I think it's okay like this, I guess. Here are those parts. Yeah, there's another one like this. I assume it's a he, a male eagle, I don't know. can't ask him. Yo, Blackie. Nice. Actually, here oh, this isn't that dark actually. Like now, when I add something in these regions, I will be darker than the original. From now on, I'm kind of getting into deep water, because now I have to make decisions on my own, like how much more I want to do. Because like in the end, it's my own painting, and I'm not completely redoing the original, you know. So I'll have to make my own decisions from now on, different parts. Obviously I'll orientate myself still, but what things, and what I also wanted to focus on was this tip here. I think it's, if you truly compare the original, I think it's a slightly bit more here. Like, how about this? Is this better now? Oh yeah, that was it. Oh yeah, that was it. Slightly, tiny bit more here, like this. How about now? Ooh, ooh yeah. I think the eyes here a little bit too, needs to be more like this. This I can make black. How about now? Reflection. This is annoying. Can't. I don't know. At least I can see it, but you can't, and this annoys me. But it's looking okay. It's looking alright. Here, I'll add extra layers. Make it really dark. Good. Here can also be added some more darkness. Here also no light points. And this goes like this. Yeah, that's good. Like this. I can't really. Oh, like this you can see much. I think I've spotted it pretty well. This can go a little bit darker here everywhere. Actually, here I'd like to have. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Here I have to pay attention actually. Here I'd like to have a few thin lines. Just like that. Good. This actually goes more up to here. Alright. Yeah, and then here you had like a few blank parts, but I will add it. This I will simply make dark for now, and details of feathery, etc. I can add later on. First I want like general dark tones everywhere, because obviously it's easier to add a few small details, like with the really thin you can then go later on and do like this and this stuff. This is like not hard, but making it darker in the most parts, this is like a bigger challenge. Yeah, now I'm constantly checking the original, but I've already done the feathers, so, or where the feathers are, so now I only have to look at how or where shadows are. Actually, this is a little bit too far and too much, but it's not looking bad. Eventually it's a little bit too much, but I can add white over it, so no problem at all. Actually, he went darker here. Like if you compare the original, like here it's darker than here. Those parts are much darker than those areas. Kind of like this. Like especially I like this part. This belly region looks very good. I'll focus on this now. There I actually can add like everywhere already pencil, because it needs a general darkness. Like here I can leave white spots or blank spots, but here basically everything needs a darker tone. Alright, so the main problem that I have right now is that I kind of make it at one layer, because I do everywhere the same. It looks flat, and obviously in the end I want it to look 3D, just like in the original. So by doing this, you obviously have to treat different regions different, so that you get a 3D effect to let it pop out. For example, as you can see, those two feathers are lighter, or this one here, so I can't do this method that I'm doing right now here everywhere, but first I will do this everywhere to add the color, which I can simply then like this. With that I'll make everything a little bit more darker, because here is not that much light, just like at the head. The head has much more light, so that's justifying this. Meanwhile, I'm watching Twitch Teammates by Trimax. They are playing head soccer. Looks pretty funny. I think they are winning. Before, I've watched Bayern versus Borussia Dortmund. Good game, but they won because of the referee and not because they played that well. It was a very good game, 3-1, 3-2. But in the end, the referee gave a penalty that wasn't a penalty that much, or he didn't give a penalty for Dortmund, but he gave another penalty for Bayern. So I don't truly understand this, like how in 2021 still they can't use technologies and video assistants, etc. Like it shouldn't be possible that referees still make mistakes. It's like kind of weird, I think. I don't know. Not that much into football, but I watch the games with friends, or even the person where I'm living at as a student. Like, what means Vermieter? Alexa, was heißt Vermieter? Bruh, Alexa, was heißt Vermieter auf Englisch? Alexa, was heißt Vermieter auf Englisch?
Vermieter auf Englisch heißt Lessor.
Lessor? Never heard that word. Constantly learning new vocabularies right now, not because of these videos, also because of these videos, but mainly because of university. Because I'm studying international business, so management and economics and all this stuff. we are giving like every week right now in English presentations. It's super intense, super challenging, but also super fun. And like even our English teacher is like constantly playing role plays with us, where she says like, now you are the manager and you have to inform your team and decide whether to enter or to go out of this deal or whatever. Super fun. Like if you don't know what to study, then get some information about international business. It's like the basic economics, like many people are studying economics, BWL in German. So what you do in a company basically, because they don't know what to do. But like around 200,000 other people do this every year. So once you've finished your studies and you want to try to get a job, you will have to fight against 200,000 other competitors or even more that have studied the same and that have the exact same abilities like you, because they have learned the same things like you. And then it's intelligent to have studied something else or something where you learn more other important skills, and international business is one of those other things. Like I have French and English, and there we are also talking about economics, companies. We are like Bitcoin or Tesla or Thai Union, Haribo, Coca-Cola we have mentioned, Amazon, Facebook we have mentioned last week. Like we are talking about all important aspects, even about politics and how they affect markets. Yeah, super fun and also very important, because like in the end your studies should be kind of fun, but you also should have the feeling that you're learning something important, because like in school you were like, you have to do it, and obviously you don't need chemistry or biology or whatever. Like who needs that? Nobody, except if you want to teach it later, or if you want to do something with it, but most people don't need this later on. But now in studies you are like 18, 19, 20 up to 24, and you're like responsible for your life from now on, and from now on what you learn at university, etc., will build your job, and you kind of should be responsible to say, yes, that's worth to learn, I want to learn more, this is good. Or you should be like, no, this is not good, I don't need this, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'll start a business or whatever. Yeah. Just sharing my thoughts with you while enjoying this painting. If you want, write it in the comments if you want me to talk, or if I shall add some relaxing music or whatever. But as you can see, while I'm sharing my thoughts, this is really coming together here actually. Pretty happy with it. As you can see, I'm doing this like pretty chaotic, like it's not like that well done like in the original, but I don't want to copy the original. I'm getting it's heavily inspired by the original, but then I'll want to do my own style, and this is this. And obviously you will have to figure out your own style when you try to redo this, or when you do this. But now comes one of my favorite parts after the eye, like this wishing, I don't know how to say this in English, and I won't check it. But like this, I think I've researched it later, and I said it's verwischen or schmieren, and in English it was a word that sounded pretty similar. But nevertheless, I'll do it now. You can do this also with the paper, but obviously your skin has a fat on it, like it's much easier and nicer to do with your fingers. you have to wash them. Obviously, like, don't touch a blanket or even your earpods or your something white, because like if I touch now my lamp, which is white, then I'll have my fingerprints on it. But yeah, it's worth it. This is looking good. Actually, I don't even stay like in the feather. I'll simply go over it to give everywhere like this gray tone. And now we are already at no, we are still lighter than the original. Yeah, I think I'll redo this, re-add more color. I won't record this because if I do, the video will be too long. I want to kind of have finished in this video all work with the pencil, and then in the next one I'll start with the adding, because this is like completely new, and for my setup I wanted like premium and not simply a drawing. I want something more, if you can understand what I mean. Don't know. So I'll pause now, add everywhere, like so that it's like this tone everywhere, and this I'll make even darker so that we have a really cool contrast. And then I'll show this I will show with you, because then I can come with the rubber and do like whoosh. You see this? Yes, you can see this. And then I will like here. No, this will look good. Yeah, nice. All right, see you in a few seconds. Ta-da! First of all, like, yeah. And also, this was like a tip before, and now but as you can see, light off, it's pretty dark now. Pretty happy with it. It's not exactly like the original, but I think the general form I have spotted pretty well. What if I turn off this light as well? Is this nicer? Yeah, like this you can compare it better. Obviously I won't paint like this. Like this we can compare it pretty good. Yeah. Here is a little bit too much. It's in the original, but I'm not that sure if this here is intended. Because like if you think the eagle will go down here. Yeah, like this area is a little bit too much now, but I don't think that this is an issue. Right, it looks good like this. Generally, if I compare them now, it all looks like a little bit too like ripped. This one is a little bit, but I don't think that this is an issue. If you see this, you think, wow, eagle and looks good, right? Wing is good. Yeah, that's okay. I'll give a little bit more effort next time when it comes to this with the other three, because here I realized that I was a little bit too lazy with this, and then like for example I had to, oh actually it's gone I think, because like this here isn't actually the center line. I've rechecked it with the ruler and yeah, that's why. And also this is like not that perfect. Before this was like here and I had to mount it up a little bit, so there I will pay more attention. Like this I will make much more detailed, and also like these lines here, because like it will take 10 more minutes or whatever, and then I have a guarantee that the proportions are very good. Actually, I can already show which one I will do next, or think about. Okay, one of those three monkeys, this bear or this bear. I think I'm gonna go with this lion. Yeah. first I want to finish the eagle, and by this I mean not only with the pencil, but also, I don't know if, I mean, like, I could ruin it also. Like if I add now adding on it. Oh, I see huge mistake here, by the way. Like the original has here cut in it. Here, but is an issue? No, I don't think so. Also, like this here is too much. I don't know. So now I have two options. Either I make it everywhere again more darker, meaning at what minute are we at? 26 minutes. Don't want to go over 60 actually, but I think I will do this really quick. Just like the cut from very dark to very light, I'll kind of carve down by adding a few layers of pencil, and then I'll come with the rubber. Then I think I'll leave the marker away first. I mean, I can come back to it when all 4 images are done with pencil, and if I don't like it the way they look, then I can still adding on it. Then I can still adding. Yeah, but I think I'll leave it this way first of all. Yeah, but like now here, adding everywhere. What if I go over here with it? How does this look? Obviously from now on I'm completely into my own version, because the original doesn't have anything on here, but I think that's okay. This gives now the feather texture, at least a little bit. Obviously normal feather would like have 2 directions, in this and in this way, but kind of want to add this with the rubber later or in a minute. I simply want to get this done. I actually like the strategy of doing everywhere the same thing, and then don't having to redo it after a few minutes, because like I know brilliant painters, also on YouTube, I can link them if you want, who are really like the detail, and then here the detail, and then here the detail, and here they're even using foil and like very professional, and then they are like here with every detail, and here it's already finished, but here is nothing. Then they are here is still nothing, here it's everything finished, but I prefer to not to jump around here, to add everywhere a little bit and then come back and rethink and look what works good and what not. It depends on you what you prefer, and the way you prefer it, you do it. The way I do it, I prefer I do it. Nice. Alright, here needs to be way darker again. Down here everywhere, yes. Okay. Good. Actually pretty much force right now on the pencil, so it might even break. I don't want that, so yeah, please pencil don't break. But this looks good. Nice. Here's also pretty dark. Here's a dark spot. Then down here again. Alright, now going back these important spots where I'm gonna look at first. And now I'm actually going with the feather. And I'm squeezing this around. Because now you will see it. Because now we are already at the top layer, or one of the top layers. Actually, I have to check this part where we experimented. Because I don't want it too dark here. But that's no problem. Like here it can be dark even. Then this up here is also pretty dark. When it comes like here, I can actually I can do it like the original. Like this. Why not? Good. Very good, very good. Dark, dark. Oops. I don't want to go too much down here, but I can challenge this also here. I can clean up later on with the rubber. Alright, we are 31 minutes. Actually, it's done. Actually, officially, I think you might say that we are finished at everything in under 2 hours. Definitely in under 2 hours. Pretty proud. The first drawing I've done since a long time. Now I'll add a few. This I will pause and then show you. Oops, what's wrong here? Yeah, wait a second. Ta-da! I think I can use from now on, or for the last video, my own eagle, because until now in the thumbnails on YouTube I've used the eagle from the original, but I think that I'm pretty much done. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Now I'm simply cleaning up. I've also already started cleaning up here. These areas, for this you need obviously a pretty good rubber. I think I've never ever had such a good rubber. It's like when I press really on it, then it really takes the color away. And when I'm like, I've also used it to spread the darker tones, so it really does what I wanted to do. Here, as you can see now here, when I really press on it, it really takes all the gray color away. This is very good. Yes, nice. And a bit of the gray you can actually leave. Just don't make it look like fingerprints, because this is like awkward. But a little bit gray, and that there's nothing wrong with this. Just make sure that very close to your object it's nothing, it's very clean, because with this, oh shit, because then you add extra lighting on it. Actually, I might use gloves, because then I'm not touching it anymore, because like now when every time I touch it, then but now I think I'll simply leave this pixel like this. You can't tell that those are fingerprints. Here I'll take it away again. Very cool. Yeah, it looks darker in the original in reality than it does on the video, I think. But in front of me, like here, everything is almost dark, but in the video it looks pretty light actually. Don't know why, but pretty happy. I'll make the light on. Cool. These lights. Yeah, you can't really see now. Yeah, it's reflecting. This is like pretty annoying, but I'm finished, I think. Yeah. I rethink if I add adding on it, but first I want to start with the other 3 animals, and once they are done, then I'll come back to those 2. With the white one I'll do the eyes, and this is okay, but I mean, there's actually no need for adding, because it's like when you have a good pencil, then you can add black, almost black, very dark tones on it, as you can see like here, and then you don't need an adding. So yeah, but I think that's it. I'll add my name. We are at 36 minutes, so this last episode was a long episode, but now we are done with it. Tomorrow I'll start with the lion. Actually, this doesn't look that good, but this is like easy to fix. Yeah, but in general, pretty happy, pretty cool. Alright, for this we will use, actually I might make it in white, why not? I want that the image is seeable when I do it. It's like this. Nice and even. Can I paint on this now? Yeah. Very cool. Nice. This will have to dry now. Oh, you can actually see it in the video. That's good. Alright, then thank you so much for watching. I will use this as the thumbnail. We'll see if you can see the difference. And stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll do the lion. And yeah, if you like this, then let me know it. If it helped you, if you have recommendations or tips for me, like I'm obviously no professional, so I can I want to learn as well. So if you have tricks and tips, then write them maybe down in the comments, and then we all can learn from it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, for listening, for taking care of this, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you. Bye bye.